In 1985, the disappearance of Ada Haradine sent shockwaves through her community. For years, her case remained unsolved, until a series of investigations brought new evidence to light. What happened to Ada? Was she taken? Or did she vanish of her own accord? Let's dive deep into this mysterious case and uncover the chilling details surrounding Ada Haradine's disappearance. Who was Ada Haradine? Ada Haradine was a 22-year-old woman from a small town, known for her bright smile and friendly personality. She lived in a quiet neighborhood and had plans to build a future for herself. But her peaceful life would take a dark turn when she vanished in the summer of 1985. On the morning of June 13th, 1985, Ada was seen leaving her home, headed to work. However, she never made it there. Her family became frantic, reporting her missing hours later. There were no signs of a struggle or anything unusual at her home. Ada simply disappeared. At first, authorities assumed Ada might have left on her own. But as days turned into weeks, doubts started to creep in. No one had heard from her, and there were no clues to explain her sudden absence. The investigation begins. The search for Ada Haradine intensified as police began canvassing the area where she had last been seen. Friends and family were questioned, but no one had seen or heard from her. There were no leads, and the case quickly grew cold. As the months passed, rumors began to swirl, but nothing concrete surfaced. It wasn't until a year later, in 1986, that the case would take a crucial turn, when a body was discovered in a remote area. It was Ada Haradine's remains, found near an abandoned building. The discovery brought the case back into the spotlight and set off a renewed investigation, the discovery of Ada's remains. The discovery of Ada's body didn't just provide answers, it raised even more questions. The remains were found in a wooded area outside of town, in a place that Ada had no known connection to. She hadn't been living there, and there was no clear reason why she would have been in that location. What's more, forensic experts noted that the body had been there for several months, which meant that Ada had been missing long before her remains were found. Police soon realized that the circumstances surrounding her disappearance were far from ordinary. The investigation heats up. With the discovery of Ada's body, the investigation took a darker turn. Police began to dig deeper into her personal life and anyone who may have been involved. They interviewed her friends, family, and ex-boyfriends, hoping to uncover any possible leads. They also re-examined her whereabouts in the days leading up to her disappearance. One lead that came to light was a cryptic voicemail Ada had left for her mother just hours before she vanished. In it, Ada mentioned feeling uneasy and possibly being followed by someone. This voicemail was never fully explained, and it became a pivotal piece of evidence that pointed to foul play. New Evidence and the Deck Investigates podcast. In 2020, the case was revived when the investigative podcast The Deck Investigates took an in-depth look at Ada Haradine's disappearance. The podcast team uncovered new evidence, including the possibility that Ada's killer was someone she had known, but that lead was still unconfirmed. Through interviews with those who had been closest to Ada, new details about her life emerged, details that had been overlooked in the original investigation. The podcast reignited public interest in the case, leading to new tips and potential leads that could finally provide answers about what happened to Ada, theories and speculations. As the investigation into Ada Haradine's case continued, several theories emerged. Some believed she had been abducted by a stranger, while others speculated that she had been killed by someone she knew, a friend, a lover, or even a family member. The unanswered questions, combined with the unsettling nature of her disappearance, left the community on edge. Despite these theories, the case remains unsolved, and justice for Ada Haradine has not yet been served. What happened to her in those final days of her life? Was she murdered? Or was there something more sinister at play? What do you think happened to Ada Haradine? Do you believe her disappearance was the result of foul play? Or could there be another explanation? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you're interested in more true crime cases and unsolved mysteries, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for future updates. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more shocking stories.